And if you know that this is where you see yourself, then this is your heart. You chose it, right? Another thing I always tell myself is it's a marathon, not a sprint. I am not racing somewhere. We're all going somewhere. We eventually get there, but I'm not in a race. So have that at the back of your mind. The next thing I learned is that content creating is fulfilling. There is nothing that makes me so happy with finishing an edit. Like you've had something, you finish editing something, and I look at it, it's done, it's perfect. What I had in my head has translated. It is so full. Even before people watch it, I am already fulfilled. Hello, welcome to Rants of a Naija Chic. So, Rants of a Naija Chic on YouTube is one. Well, technically, we're going to be one February 13th. That's when I started uploading. I think that's when I actually opened my channel. But it's a new year. We just hit 1K subscribers. We might as well be one, right? And on 1 subscribers, thank you to everyone who is here. I could not have done that by myself. I couldn't have done that by myself. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for, if you've ever dropped a comment, if you've ever liked, if you've ever shared, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are the absolute MVPs. Like, thank you so very much. I appreciate it deeply, deeply, deeply. All right, now onto the video of the day. So in thinking about everything I did in the 1 year that I have been on YouTube, I decided I'm going to make a video kind of like to, talk about what I feel worked for me. Talk about the equipment I used, talk about what I wish I had known before I started, and talk about what I learned. Now, I have everything written down here because I do not want to, talk too much. You all know that tends to happen here. So I'm going to be looking at my notes a lot. All right, so my 1 year on YouTube, what has worked? Now, bear in mind that what worked for me might not work for you, but I feel like from what worked for me, you can kind of find your way around, especially if you're watching this as a new creator. Matter of fact, even me having 1 year under my belt, recently I started going back to those videos that they tell you what I should know to start a YouTube channel. So many creators are doing that in New Year, so I started going back to watch them. I'm watching all of them like with a pen and paper and jotting down things because there's a wealth of information that they're giving out. So whether you are saying this as a new creator or you are, well, maybe a seasoned creator may not have anything to learn from me, but you never can tell. Okay, on what worked for me in my 1 year on YouTube, planning out content. I find that the times that I planned out my content were the easiest. And I'm not just saying think in your head that that's what you're going to do. No, don't think about it. Write it out. If you want to use your notes app, I used my notes app a lot. Write it out. If possible, write it down to the details. Do you understand? Don't just write a vague idea. No, plan it out down to the details if possible. The next thing that worked for me was scheduling. Again, the times I scheduled videos were the easiest for me. On my notepad, most of the times I'll have all the days, like maybe this is January, I have one right now going January. I'll list out all the days and I'll write out the title of the video I'm posting on that day. And then it kind of helps me look at it and shift things around. And does it fit this day? Does it not fit this day? Do I need to move it down? Scheduling also works. Now, if you go as far as actually making videos and scheduling them, that's uploading and scheduling, honestly, if you can do that, kudos to you. I did that some, but for the most part I didn't really do that. I'm trying to now do that now because I see the importance of scheduling a lot. I watched one YouTuber recently and she said create in batches. Have a content day. So I'm still trying to figure out how to sort out my life. I do want to do that, and I think everybody should do that. Have a day where you shoot a whole lot of content. And she called it evergreen topics. You're not just going to shoot content that will not be relevant again. Let's say a Christmas theme content and you shoot that in bulk. No, evergreen topics. Maybe like for somebody like me, I intend to shoot a lot of evergreen topics centered around parenting, stuff like that. Stuff that is evergreen, like someone will always want to go back to them. So if you can do that, mass produce, take a day and mass produce, that will help you a whole lot. Another thing that worked for me was talking about Rants of a Naija Chic. Anywhere I went, so far as I was in a good mood, I talked about this channel. On my WhatsApp, I talked about this channel. On the street, I talked about the channel. Or my salon, I talked about this channel a lot. I talk to people one-on-one also. Now, I do not know if this is the route for everybody. I don't know. But personally, that was what I did. I think I still do it. Matter of fact, it doesn't matter. I will still probably do it. Anyway, so I talked about this channel a lot. I feel like the more you talk about it, the more you believe in what you do, the more you get even more passionate about it. And also share it. Share it with your family and friends. Ask your family and friends to share it. Ask your friends who watch YouTube to also watch, even get back to you with feedbacks. What do they like to see? Talk about it, share it a lot. Do not be shy and say, oh, my channel is small, I may not have up to 200 or 100, why am I sharing? No, do not be shy about it. Share it as much as you can while still maintaining decorum, of course. Do not become a nuisance, because then people will just ignore you. Okay, all right, now moving on to equipment. This is one I hear a lot. Matter of fact, even I myself, I said this one also. Before I started, I kept thinking about, oh, but I don't have this, but I don't have that, but I don't have that. No, I started my YouTube channel with just my phone and my ring lights. Now, this ring light I already had from the year before. I had the ring light in 2022, so that wasn't really like a purchase for the channel, right? So you can say I just started with my phone, which is something you have anyways in your hand, especially if you have a good smartphone. You find that most people always say, I don't have a camera, I don't want to do it. No, 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 I was one of those people, but I'm telling you, you don't need a camera. You just need a good phone, and make sure you always clean your camera so your lenses stay dust free. That is all you need. You do not need all that. No, start where you are. My ring light was just 35,000. I still use it till today. I didn't have a mic also. This is a recent purchase. Even at that, I still feel weird even using it. I'm so used to using my voice to talk. And even though I didn't have a mic, I was still doing outside vlogs. Talking of outside vlogs, tripod. The only tripod I had is the one I'm currently using right now. That's what I started with. It was 9,000 naira. I'm still using it till today. It's only recently that I bought this tripod now. For like outside when I'm vlogging, and then I have a standing tripod, also a recent purchase. So don't wait for all the trappings. Just start where you are, because procrastination will not get you anywhere. All you need to do is make sure that you are clear on the kind of content you want to create and that you are passionate about it. All these other things will be added onto you, as the Bible says. Now, onto what I could have done better. I am going to air myself. First of all, start right. Start properly. For instance, when I started this thing, I said I didn't want to use my back camera to shoot because I won't see myself, so I don't know what I'm doing. Even though I knew that my back camera had the best quality, as it is, I am still shooting with my front camera. I should be shooting with my back camera, but I have gotten so used to my front camera that I am trying to break myself out of that now. Even before I started this video, I was like, you should try the back camera. I was like, you're already in a hurry, I have to see to Daisy and stuff. So just do what you're used to. So when you start properly, because if you start with a bad habit, it will take you time to kick that bad habit. Believe you me, it will take you time to kick that bad habit. The next thing is spend a lot of time with editing apps. Get used to different kind of editing apps. There's so many that are free. There's InShot, there's iMovie, there's CapCut. Spend time with them. I did not do that. I felt like I was already editing on InShot. I used to edit before. I don't even know what I used to edit for, but I had InShot. I used to use InShot. I was like, I already know InShot. I want to stick to it. I feel like I don't know CapCut. I tried to use CapCut for TikTok in 2021. I wasn't able to do it. I'm very, very technologically challenged. So I'm like, I'm not even going to learn it. So I didn't even spend time there. And like months into, I realized that CapCut was better than InShot. But now I'm stuck on InShot. I've told myself that I cannot use CapCut, and I'm missing out on an app that has many other things that I could be using to elevate my content. So do not put yourself in a box. Use plenty things. Play around with plenty things. Do not say, I've been using this one since 1900. It is working. No, try other things. Some other thing might actually be better. Another thing I could have done better was to design my thumbnails by myself. When I started, someone used to do it for me, because again, I was like, I don't really know how to do it. I should have done that by myself. Why? First of all, that person was doing it for me for free. Actually, I wasn't paying her, but then again, I had to work on her time. So in the earlier times, I would want to put out the content and I have to wait for her to give me the thumbnail so that I can upload. That caused a little bit of a hiccup when it comes to uploading times and all that. Number two, there's something about you creating your thumbnail by yourself that allows you have something you've envisioned. You can better, see it come to life. So I wish I had done that earlier. I only started doing my thumbnails maybe like 3 4 months ago. I cannot remember. But now that I'm doing it, I find that I'm, interpreting my vision more. Even though I'm still not the best at it, I like the fact that I'm doing it myself. So if I don't upload something because the thumbnail wasn't ready, I do not have anybody to blame but myself, right? And now to the final part, what I have learned. The first thing I have learned is that content creation is hard. No, it is not a beans. It is very hard. But what makes it worthwhile is when you choose your hard. A friend actually told me this recently. She was like, we're talking about it. It's like, this thing is very hard. She's also a content creator. This thing is very hard. And I was like, well, there's nothing, I think she or I said it, there's nothing in life that is not hard. Even if you want to do a 9 to 5, that one also comes with its own, problems. But you have to choose your hard. I chose this hard. Even though it is hard, it is also very fulfilling. I feel this is what I want to do. This is what I am passionate about. So this is a kind of hard that I can accept. So content creation is hard, but you have to choose your hard. Do you choose this hard? Again, earlier today, I was having a discussion with a friend, also another content creator, and I told her, see, I don't know if you have any other thing that you want to do. I personally, this is it for me. I have tried a lot of things in my life, and this is it for me. I'm fortunate enough to be able to do this while not supporting my family, if you get what I mean, on the finance side. So I can wait till it starts paying me, but this is it for me. So decide where do you see yourself? And if you know that this is where you see yourself, then this is your heart. You chose it, right? Another thing I always tell myself is it's a marathon, not a sprint. I am not racing somewhere. We're all going somewhere. We eventually get there, but I'm not in a race. So have that at the back of your mind. The next thing I learned is that content creating is fulfilling. There is nothing that makes me so happy with finishing an edit. Like you've had something, you finish editing something, and I look at it, it's done, it's perfect. What I had in my head has translated. It is so full. Even before people watch it, I am already fulfilled. It is so fulfilling. Like it is so fulfilling. And then when you go a step further, seeing people actually love your content, engage with your content, it's such a gift. Honestly, it is such a gift. Like it gives me that feeling of, okay, I'm coming across. Okay, the message I'm trying to pass is coming across. Or okay, someone is getting entertained by me. Like it is very, very fulfilling. One of the most fulfilling things I've actually done in my entire life. I'm not even gassing. And the third and final thing that I will talk about right now that I learned is the fact that accountability partners, if you want to call it accountability partner, accountability group, anything but accountability partners work. I feel like it's very, very important having someone who tells you, you've not posted anything, it's been a week, how far, what's going on? So either you say, this is why I've not posted, I'm taking a break, or you say, I'm burnt out, and you guys discuss, or you people just sit down and talk content and you get inspired by each other. It works like magic. I cannot tell you the number of times that I've had one of such discussions, and immediately after the discussion, I get up and start creating. Like, it works. You have to have a circle, a tribe of people who kind of do the same thing you do, so they can hold you accountable and also inspire you, and you also inspire them. It's amazing if you have that. And that is it. Some of the little things that I feel I could impact after a year on YouTube. I do not know everything. Like I said, I've even gone back to learning, but the little that I know, I felt like I could share. So I hope if you find this video, it helps you in some way, shape, or form. And if it does, please, please, please let me know in the comment section. And if you find this as a seasoned creator, please encourage your girl. It is hard out here in the streets of YouTube. Encourage your girl with a comment, okay? And also, if you are not subscribed at this point in time, I do not know what I want to do for you. Please make sure that you are don't just watch and go now. Subscribe so that next time you get a notification, if you turn on your notifications, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you are sharing with your friends, your family, your foe, your aliens, all the people in your neighborhood. Make sure that you are sharing. Thank you so much once again for 1 year on YouTube. I am so grateful that I get to be on this journey, and I get to have people that support me on this journey, even if it's by watching a video, whatever you do. Like, I'm so, so grateful for that. Thank you very much. And with that, this video comes to an end. I really have to take off this makeup on my face because I am hella uncomfortable, and the foundation up in my head did not want to stay on my head. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.